going on, YouTube? How's everybody doing today? Texas Redleg here. I wanted to do a video today just to discuss a hot topic that's currently at the forefront of everything going on, especially here in Texas, and soon to be at a bus stop near you. And, you know, we have a saying down here, don't mess with Texas, but, you know, they are definitely trying to mess with Texas. And it's purely by design. It's purely meant to infiltrate this state with illegal immigrants and border jumpers and drug cartel members, traffickers, etc. So don't think for a minute that this is just, you know, the goodwill of the American government. This is all by design. This is to, again, create a bastion of glory for the criminal element and reward their behavior with what's soon to become probably citizenship, followed by voting rights. And of course, this will lend to the obligation of these border jumpers to vote for the left. You know, they will be, you know, I'm sure, you know, made to be devoted to that party, if you will, and not so many ways. But they will, again, use them as numbers to, you know, effectively change the outcome of votes from here on out, in my opinion. So Governor Abbott is trying to call checkmate. And, you know, a lot of people down here don't like Governor Abbott, but, you know, considering the circumstances, I think he's done an all right job. There was another choice that could have been made. People didn't make it as far as the Republican candidate challengers go. And so it's Beta versus Governor Abbott. Well, Governor Abbott, again, has just called checkmate on the Biden administration. And I'm sure a lot of you saw the headlines or saw the news conference recently today. But he is going to be, one, having DPS, Department of Public Safety, which is our state troopers here, rounding up border jumpers and collecting them and putting them on buses to different ports around the country, but also to the steps of the U.S. Capitol, which is great, in my opinion. Give them a dose of their own medicine and see how they really feel about, you know, these people that are now in their backyard. And let them deal with them. So, you know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander. It's going to cost us a lot of money to do this, but it's costing us money anyway, and it might as well be money well spent. That's sort of how I think of it. And secondary to that, you're going to have the DPS performing what they call, you know, commercial vehicle safety checks, which is something they do anyway across the interior of the state. But they're going to catch them right across the border and be sure that they, you know, these big rigs, if you will, and buses can perform or can pass safety checks, be it the vehicle safety and the driver safety licensing, etc. So be aware that we're doing all we can, and what else can we do? I mean, short of executing people on the border, there's not a whole lot more we can do except build the wall, and anybody that comes across, you know, gets dealt with harshly. And, you know, to me, it's just going to get worse, people. So I applaud Governor Abbott for doing what he's trying to do. He's going to catch hell for it, but he's going to catch hell for anything that he does. Because these animals in D.C. and these out-of-touch, mainly members on the left, are purely destructive and have no care in the world for our well-being. That's for sure. So anyway, I just wanted to take a minute today, and I know I've been busy doing work, so I haven't been on as much, but keep preparing, folks. There's too much going on. There's a lot of activity happening. There's a lot of stuff on the criminal front with regard to Hunter's laptop, etc. And then, of course, the war and the potential for a second war in Asia, and the stuff here at the border going across, you know, the rest of the country. There's a lot going on. So I would implore people to definitely not stop prepping. And, you know, definitely keep your head up. If you are safely trained and licensed and or in a constitutional carry state, I would highly advise you to travel armed with defensive ammunition at all costs. I would not go anywhere unarmed at this point, as long as you are legal to do so and you can safely operate and deploy that firearm should you need to. Again, you know, the four food groups that I'm working on is food, fuel, freedom seeds, and water. Those are the four areas that I'm working on. Meds, I'm pretty good at across the board. So I would highly recommend that people stay after it and do not let off the gas. Matter of fact, a lot of us say double down, and I think this is a good time to double down and keep going forward. So with that, everybody keep prepping, stack it deep, and always remember, long live the Republic.